Yes, sir. Friday Night Yerrr here. Be the Blur Cartel. Follow us, Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch. But subscribe to the Friday Night Yerrr YouTube channel. We're trying to get up there in the subscribers and all that other shit. So let's be consistent, guys. Other than that, Summer Scam 2023 in the books. We're here to talk about it. How y'all feel about it? You know what I mean? Maybe Spider can't hear. Put your mom in the figure 4 leg, all that jazz. Afro Kami. I don't know why I didn't think of this nigga when he first started this, but now I did. We here.
You already know the vibes.
Menace pulls up. Jackie O pulls up. Other niggas
Yes,
make CP time, but you know, it is what it is. So before we review it as a whole, how do you feel about everything? Just like the production, the matches, the crowd.
I feel like at this point in time, it's hard for WWE to miss production-wise. They got that in the bag. However, 30-something WrestleManias, however many SummerSlams in the book, they've got that down. I honestly, all in all, I didn't hate SummerSlam as much as some people did. I definitely had some problems with it. Most of them being with like cameramen in certain matches or even fans at a certain point. Like I had to get off X for a little bit because I've never seen so many people mad over what a twist as we got at the end. But I thought overall, bruh, it could be way, way worse. It can always be better, but I didn't hate it, bruh.
Menace, did you hate it, love it, indifferent? Because
like for me personally, it was alright. Like it wasn't bad, you know what I'm saying? I've definitely seen worse pay-per-views that they put on, like most definitely, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I can name better pay-per-views they put on in the blink of an eye. So, but like, I think it was good in the sense that like for it being a marquee pay-per-view, you know, it was still solid, you know what I'm saying? It did what it needed to do, you know, it drew the views, you know, it put on relatively solid matches, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't say all the matches were, you know, spot on perfect, but, you know, it was good enough for what SummerSlam needed to do, you know, to draw the attention of SummerSlam. So I give it a
Jackie O, your impressions.
Tribal Chief won. It was an excellent show.
There you go.
Moving on.
Moving on is fine. So, I mean, we go with the first match, the opener. We all know Logan Paul versus Ricochet. We all know why it opened, because Logan Paul went to go see Jake fight Nate Diaz, and that was a thing.
Yo,
such a lackluster
shit,
fight.
boy. You said Ricochet had to carry that nigga Logan, and I was like, nah.
No, there were certain parts though where Ricochet definitely, you could tell where the more veteran hand in the match was. I give Logan his credit though. He read certain spots in the ring super well. I can't say enough good thing about the kid's crowd work. He's got that. He's good at being hated. That is what it is. But man, there was just something about it.
Cameron, tell them what you told me last night. That night on Saturday.
I said Ricochet.
What you say about Ricochet?
I said Ricochet can't carry a match. But in retrospect of watching the match twice, he didn't have to carry the match because Logan Paul is that good.
Logan Paul is extremely good,
you, bro.
He's extremely good. There ain't no arguing that.
The springboard frog splash into the ring, the elevation he had was Montez Ford-esque.
Nah, that shit was nice.
My main problem was
from the inside of the ring to the outside of the ring.
That was
I'm somebody that ain't got no problem admitting I hate Logan Paul down. He was very sold, but I love what that boy do in the ring.
I was gonna say,
that shit,
can wrestle.
Like that shit is nice. Like that springboard frog splash, like the way that he arched his body and then extended out. Nah, that shit was nice. I'm like,
also the move.
He made the Hulk Hogan leg drop good, bro.
Yeah, he did that.
Trashiest finisher ever.
Like, I thought that shit was kind of funny the way he split it onto that boy and into the pinfall. I actually legitimately started chuckling a little bit. I'm like, all right, turn me up a little bit, Logan.
The top rope moonsault onto Ricochet and turn it into a spinning tornado DDT.
Yeah, bro, the tornado DDT spot was. I popped in my living room on the couch. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, Logan legitimately is that good. Like he ain't got no business to be, but nah.
Yeah, it makes no sense why he's that good.
He's really that nice.
So I mean, we're not gonna Dave Meltzer it, but like I guess out of 10, like, what do you give the match? Because Ricochet did his thing, obviously.
Okay, here was my problem with it, and this is gonna sound super bad. I don't think Ricochet was a high enough caliber of contender optics wise. I understand Logan needed his first win. You wanted to get his first win on somebody that it wasn't going to hurt their career severely. I understand that, but you can't give us Logan versus Roman, Logan versus Seth, Logan versus Ricochet. One of these things is not like the other.
Oh, he's coming at Ricochet's neck, but I have to agree with you.
No, here's the thing. I love Ricochet.
Exactly.
You can go back to Lucha Underground. Check the tweets, folks. I was a Prince Puma fan all the way back in Lucha Underground. Like, I understand what Ricochet is capable of. 3 of the best matches I've ever seen included him and Will Ospreay 3 different times. But, bro, it's just... I think Ricochet's almost got a handicap to where somebody has to be a substantial amount larger than him for it to make an impact for me personally.
Well, we saw him and Brock Lesnar, and they ain't putting no butts in the seat. But
I can agree with on that. I mean,
as far as I understand, they've been building this since the Rumble, so I get why the match happened. So I mean,
it makes
if
sense.
Logan wanted me to pop, he should have made out with Samantha Irving after he won.
That was awesome.
If Vince would have been there, that's what would have happened. He'd have smacked her on the ass and sent her on her way, and I'd have been like, "That's what I'm talking about."
And that's why we need Vince around. See, you see that? You see that right there? Vince
hold on. I'm not saying we
sometimes he's good.
Don't you put
sometimes he's good.
Nigga, I have been advocating for Vince McMahon's death since 2016. I ain't even going front. Nigga, you don't want to leave willingly. You don't want to leave willingly. You can leave out the holy gate. I don't care how you go as long as you go.
I don't want you 6 feet under.
Bruh, listen, I don't want to talk about Vince because Vince is playing. Listen, Fed case again, and look at Vince having another random elective surgery at 77 years old. This way they can wheel him into the courthouse in a fucking wheelchair when it's time for him to. He did the neck brace.
Remember
he did the neck brace for the steroids.
Come on, let's go.
Every time he gets booked, he has an elective surgery. And it's always an elective surgery. It's never, the doctor said we need to do this now. It's like, well, we can get around to this whenever. I think we should probably do it now that I'm about to go to prison, possibly.
But nobody can book themselves as well as Vince.
That's a fact. Vince booked himself as the greatest heel ever, damn near. And it might stick, bruh. You haven't seen fans hate like they hate Mr. McMahon.
Back to the match. What do y'all give the match out of 10?
I give it a solid 7. I give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Perfect 7. Menace, you give it a 7?
I think 7's good. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
6.5 if you want to be a little stingy about certain shit. Like, I think Logan Paul's low key scared in some of the spots because you can see if you look at a lot of the stuff like when they did the Spanish fly off the feet on the outside, Logan flinches really early before the flip comes, and it's just kind of awkward looking. Like,
I mean, it's just instincts, body reaction, just like stuff.
You're about to flip and get slammed on your back. I mean, involuntary reactions are gonna happen, but I'm a nitpicker.
Jackie O, you give it a 7.
It gets an up.
Okay.
I thought he said it gets a 9.
I fucked with the match. I had my wrong predictions on it. I can admit it. I can admit when I'm wrong, but
Usually in wrestling, it's a good thing to be wrong, though, because usually when I'm wrong, I'm like, this match sucks, and then it was actually somewhat decent, so sometimes it's okay to be wrong.
We got Brock Cody, the trilogy, the rubber match. This match was basic 2013 Brock Suplex City bitch, and then
but Cody was eating them things, and Brock, I don't care what nobody says, there was some extra oomph on a few of those when we first got into Suplex City. There was some, I mean, there's hard not to be spiked on getting dropped on your head, but
it's me.
It was a really good match.
It was, technically speaking, beautiful match. Both Cody and Brock are both gold standard in the ring. I feel like
I think people want these motherfuckers to like explode or some shit. Like, is that what
they want somebody needs to get cut in half by a chainsaw, or fucking it wasn't good enough, bro.
They put on a great classic match, and honestly, when Lesnar gave him the rub like unexpected, that was That was wholesome. It was nice to see.
Hey, when I saw Brock taking off the gloves,
do that to
I thought he was retiring. I thought we were getting like a Brock retirement. I thought he was going to pull the Undertaker and like leave the gloves in the ring. You know what I mean? But then I was like, no, he just wanted to shake this nigga's hand, which is super out of character for Brock. So I was here for it.
Not too many times you see Brock do shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially to a nigga that just beat him. If you just beat Brock Lesnar and he can get up, usually you're going through a table.
Mm-hmm. He got kids now, you know. He's
highs, lows.
Brock trying to get back to Saskatchewan and fucking shoot some moose.
Definitely. Menace, what do you feel about the match?
I mean, for me, like it wasn't too bad. Like I think I personally would have rather like there was some type of stipulation to this fight. I mean, like if the whole thing they talk about is them wanting to fight, you know, Cody talks about he'll fight Brock Lesnar anywhere. You can fight Brock Lesnar every day. You know, this and that and the third. It's like, okay, well, then they need some type of like major stipulation to this fight.
I feel the complete opposite of that. I feel like 2023, we're so quick to put a hat on the hat and have so many different outside influences for matches. It's super refreshing for me sometimes when we see super high tier athletes just get in the ring and work a match. And like, you don't have, even though Cody lost it and freaking he technically should have been disqualified when he picked up the stairs and hit Brock with
the stairs.
And like you saw the look on the I'm gonna chalk that up to like heat of the moment, and the judge made a decision like we just gonna keep it rolling because the look on
it wasn't heat of the moment because he tried the first time. And
I know he did it twice. He did it twice. But I mean, bruh. But if that's what we're talking,
referee's discretion, which is
thing. That's what it is. Referee's discretion's a thing. Like, but could you imagine how we would have felt if he'd have called the DQ after Cody hit him with the stairs the second time? The internet would have been so sad.
I like the inner storytelling of the match in general. Like, if you look at what they were doing.
You're one of the first people I've heard say that. I don't hate this story, but me personally, I've never went to a Brock Lesnar feud for the story. I go to the feud to see Brock Lesnar beat people up until they fucking get over on him at the end.
I'm talking about the storyline inside the ring that they told in the
match. Okay. Yes, the story of the match is amazing.
It was a story.
But if they'd had anything goes, you wouldn't have this whole everyone. He should have been disqualified after because you got to think that's one thing. When you got so many smart fans today, even the non-smart fans, I have friends that don't watch wrestling at all that would have called that as a DQ, like because you whip them into the stairs. Once you pick up the stairs and use the stairs as a weapon.
That was a glaring error on everybody.
That was the biggest one. I wish so bad that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, that was not in that match. Actually, it would have.
If, like Menace was saying, if the match would have been anything goes, well, hitting Brock with the stairs would have just been another thing. But imagine what he would have had to go through for us to really believe that he cat Brock down. I mean, think we saw Roman Reigns buried him under guardrails and a broken table.
That was amazing.
The Usos.
and again, he's still your tribal chief. So now
he is.
Do y'all feel that Cody putting Brock in a Kimura? I thought that was refreshing.
I thought it was really good. It's always dope to see the Beast in a submission hold. Last time it was goddamn probably the Undertaker putting him in Hell's Gate, the most inspired Umaplata ever.
Yeah, exactly. Like he has to respect you. Like, and that's when he gives
you. That is a true thing. Like you can't get certain shit off on Brock unless he's gonna allow it.
Remember Dean Ambrose tried to do all this shit with Brock
and shut it all down.
I ain't doing that crazy shit.
Listen, I gotta stay away from a John Moxley tangent, but
my man gonna see how you.
If he could have cut himself in that match, boy, would he have been bleeding as soon as Brock did it. He'd have been blood everywhere.
Everybody got hepatitis.
Everybody's blood everywhere. What everybody giving this match? I give it I give it a smooth, maybe a 7 still.
I'm gonna go 8 because I liked it more than I liked Logan and Ricochet was good, but I was more invested in Brock and Cody, and it delivered. Outside, if we wouldn't have had the glaring stare thing, I might have gave it like a 9. Yeah, but yeah, I give it an 8. Mm-hmm. Brock and Cody, it's hard to go wrong.
He said pretty much. He said what I was gonna say. So there you go.
I mean, I think for me, I give it a 7, only for the reason, like, not even for the stairs, but like, I think at first I was kind of getting like a little annoyed at like the fact that like he kept throwing them out over and over again. They're playing, okay, is he gonna come
I
back?
can see
Like at
I
first,
enjoyed that.
I was getting a little bit like, okay, like we need to do something. But like once they started actually going in the ring, then I was like, okay, I'm feeling it.
Have you guys ever heard Brock talk that much in a
Cody
match?
locked the Kimura on Brock, I was like, okay, yeah, I fuck with it. I fuck with it.
The Kimura was such a good spot.
Everybody different. They all got the different opinion because that was what I was saying about the storytelling inside the ring. That was actually the story they were telling. Was Brock doing that, bullying him like that, and throwing him out the ring? I mean, it's pretty much David versus Goliath. We've always seen
when he told Cody it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh,
he's the world's strongest twink, man.
I was gonna say that's the apex predator of our species, as goddamn Pat McAfee would put it.
Yeah, he's gonna fight him.
All right, so that was about a 7. Then the battle royal happens.
Hey, don't you talk bad. LA Knight. Yeah.
It's 7.5.
Yeah.
We got to split. We got to split.
It's up there. I mean, LA Knight won. I thought that was
That's all that matters.
It was
That's all that matters, nigga.
It don't matter. It don't matter nothing else as long as LA Knight wins.
What does it matter? You want a Slim Jim battle royal? What the fuck?
Bruh, but tell me, after they haven't really had a wrestler since goddamn Macho Man. Listen, you want to slide him in as the new Slim Jim guy? Let LA Knight be the Slim Jim guy, because that shit got Macho Man over. After he was decreasing in fame a little bit. I mean, some people like the WCW run, some people don't. I was like 5 at the time, so I don't honestly care. But, bruh, LA Knight, listen, since this, we gotta remember, this is the same man that carried NWA on his back as Eli Drake, came to NXT, slogged through, was the $1 million, unfortunately, was the $1 million champion. Made it up to the main roster as Vince is getting full in control again.
Royal.
Listen, hey, Max Dupree.
He was like,
he's LA Knight again, and now
great idea.
LA Knight's the only person to get over after facing Bray Wyatt. Everyone else has went downhill after facing.
That's the one thing Bray Wyatt
and he has done. Listen, he's taken some L's, but this battle royal was the story of them. Okay, we're willing to push LA Knight.
The whole battle royal was pretty cool too.
It's just a battle royal. It meant nothing.
But LA Knight, bro.
I think like low key, this might he might start some shit with like Adam Pearce, and this might get him somewhere in like the United States title picture. I'm just
Most
saying because he outlasted the United States champion in the battle royal. So
yeah, and 10
which I didn't like. I didn't like how you gonna throw the U.S. champ and the goddamn.
He been anywhere, so we don't give a fuck.
And the first goddamn the number 1 contender out right behind him. Shout out Santos Escobar, but
yeah, Austin Theory.
LA Knight could definitely be United States champion, and I'd be behind it. I'm behind. Listen, but I'm a drastic person. Let LA Knight beat Roman.
All right, we're doing too much.
Yeah, that was.
No, I'm being honest. I would not hate it.
The individual spots with Omos. I thought that shit was clean.
I
didn't
like that he came out dressed as a Lin Kuei from Mortal Kombat.
That's what he does. He's an otaku.
Anyway, shout out to Chad Gable for being Chad Gable.
Boy, Chad Gable lit, man.
He's a fucking national treasure.
So good.
Thank you.
But he's been good since goddamn Alpha.
He's been good, bro.
That fucking feud with the Viking Raiders. Fuck them.
Man's been good.
Hey, listen, think about before the Viking Raiders got to when they were still the War Raiders on NXT.
Yes.
We are not going to acknowledge Shorty G. We are not
at all. No, that was so horrid.
They disrespected him during that.
I just wanted the timestamp on when we are acknowledging Chad Gable. So that's
I legitimately was talking with my homies the other day, and we was having like a legit
that was Vince
about Chad Gable, and we was talking about like if they deadass would have pushed that man right, like whenever they broke up American Alpha, and like there was a make him heel or whatever, and I'm talking about they made give him a good dominant push. He could have been this generation's Kurt Angle.
He was on Survivor. He was on
no question.
Team.
Yeah. Like he showed out during that Survivor Series match, and I'm like, there's no reason why he couldn't.
I mean, Chad Gable's done nothing but show us how good he is since NXT till now.
But it's just, I don't know.
He's small, bro. He's small in the land of giants.
It's just something Kurt was able to just do everything. I don't know. It's just something about Chad Gable that they think he can't do what Kurt can do, but he can do it.
It's because he's a few inches shorter than Kurt, bro.
Nah, that man's literally able to do damn near everything. Like, bro, man.
Most definitely. I'm not arguing that at all. I'm just saying we know, even with Vince being gone, we know how the WWE's booked to a certain extent. So, I mean, if you're a smaller guy, you're going to have to really, really get over with the crowd or you just have to get over with the crowd because you can be amazing, as we see with Chad Gable, and still not get pushed.
So, hold on. So, let's say it's going to get this popped in.
What's up, man?
What did you think about the Battle Royal? Did it mean something LA Knight won, or it was just a fucking Battle Royal? Like how they do all of most Battle Royals?
To me, it was like cool. You know what I mean? I wasn't like overly excited. Like, okay, like I knew, Sheamus wasn't gonna win it. So once that happened, I just wanted to see if they were gonna BS him or not. You know what I mean?
Well, everybody's saying LA Knight. Yeah.
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 You can't say LA Knight without saying the yeah. It just is what it is, bro. Like I said, the story wasn't that it's just a battle royal. The story is it's just a battle royal. But LA Knight won. Yeah.
Or give us strength. All right. I mean, it's a battle royal.
I hate LA Knight. I can't get over this. Do you hate LA Knight? Yes or no?
I don't, but I'm not gonna jack.
So why are you hating on his?
Hey, I love LA Knight. Yeah.
I don't get it. Like you just can't accept the fact that he won a battle royale, which is all. But like even in the 80s and 70s, that was like a big fucking highlight. They did that shit ad nauseum.
Yeah, but they do it so much now.
That's the money match.
No, they don't. When was the last battle royale they had that was not the Royal Rumble?
Every
they had the world's greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi, and they gave that weird green belt to Braun Strowman.
Long time ago, though. That was like years ago.
He went back to the 80s. Well, in the
80s. Yeah. Well, what do you think wrestling came from?
There's definitely been some innocuous random battle royal in WWE in recent times on a Raw or on a SmackDown.
I mean, we don't need to jack a battle royal for a grade. It was what it was.
But it was really just about LA Knight getting a win.
We got to get as much talent on TV as they can.
So you're telling us. The worst match on the card, probably.
Oh God!
Now
if this is how you put your friend over before you leave, they should just be enemies for life.
All right, so genuine question here, because the video package that we got from them, who was presented as the heel in this? Because I deadass was not sure, because it looked like they were like the pitch they were trying to give was like nobody was a heel, but Ronda's a piece of shit, but Ronda's a loving friend that Shayna doesn't understand.
It's two people trying to fight each other. Why does it need to be a heel in the face in that situation? Just like in real life, or like if you watch.
Well, I don't know because it's in a wrestling ring. That's why there needs to be a heel. I feel like that's why this match sucked because there was no one to root for.
We've seen that scenario before many times. So it's act like we haven't seen that either.
No, but I'm saying there was no one to root for in this match. Neither one of them are over.
At the time when
that's at the end of the day, that's the core problem is the both of them are not over.
So if they're both not over, then you need to have a heel and a face so freaking people know which side to get.
Have a Trish Stratus match there instead. What the fuck?
Well, shout out to Trish for trying to get her bag. But goddamn.
Well, Ronda said she wasn't coming back after SummerSlam for a little bit.
So they tried their hardest,
which is a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. MMA rules for some odd reason they just there was no handshake. The only way you can win this match is by submission or knockout. Do you understand?
Listen, my main question: why didn't they just do the old? Listen, the only time that I've seen MMA rules, why didn't they just do the old NXT pit fight then?
Don't try and fix it, please.
Because the pit fight would have worked so much better than this.
I was trying to go back to MMA. So just like how Brock Lesnar did to fucking Dean Ambrose. Remember that match? It was like one of the problems.
Yeah, but the only difference is Brock is actually really good at pro wrestling. So if it doesn't work and he got his ass whooped in the
Yeah,
UFC,
but that
he
match
can
was so
still come
dog
back.
shit.
Ronda's not that good.
Yeah, Ronda got beat to sleep a couple times,
I
and then
really
after
wanna
that,
like
she had to come over here because
I mean, she ran away from the UFC to wrestling after taking them first couple knockouts.
The only real problem with this match was the fake fighting. The fake fighting was.
Oh, it was abhorrent. Let's be honest.
They just let
The
them
punches
shoot,
were
man.
bad.
Let them shoot, dude. I don't know why they didn't do that.
Shoot.
Yeah, just fuck it. Let them just go out there and shoot.
The last shoot fight was Becky and Charlotte, and that was amazing.
No, I'm gonna be real. If they would have legitimately let them go
really
out there
good,
like no boots, obviously like no pads, none of that shit. Like they just let them go out like bare feet and just have a like we hear some shit.
No,
I feel like
WWE's scared of the brawl for all. Y'all got to remember, niggas get brawl for all the years ago. You can't.
We don't need that. We don't care. We're not there. We're not feeling that pain.
But then
I wouldn't have even done this match if I was
just were in the
there.
ring. So it wasn't like there was a feel of a fight. It was just like, oh, she fell in the ropes or fell under the ropes, and now you got to get back in there.
Yeah,
ain't no. If it was supposed to be like a big fight, if it was supposed to be something that like, you know, they were supposed to hash some shit out, like it should have been something where could nobody go nowhere or do anything else. And I understand, Cam, you don't want us to fix it. It just wasn't worth it.
It just wasn't a good match.
I really wanted to like all I'm saying is you got people backstage getting paid 4 to 5 figures to produce a match. They couldn't fucking fix it. We're not gonna fix it for free.
Well, listen, Michael Hayes wasn't on the board for this.
Well, get Pete Williams, get fucking the Hurricane, get fucking Lance Storm, get whoever.
Or just let them go out there and shoot on each other. Like what the fuck? They're both.
No, bro. Listen. Think about it.
Let them shoot.
They are paying them way more money than Dana's paying his UFC fighters, bro. Yeah, so they're not finna just let these niggas go out here and potentially somebody get KO'd and never be able to work again because now you're just out however much money.
Oh yeah, and I worried, but Vince is
hey, my idea is way better. Ronda beats her 30 seconds with an armbar.
Armbar.
I'm happy.
But if Ronda's leaving though, I understand him wanting to put Shayna over, but this was not the way to do it because no one here has almost done us critique the match.
All right, so everybody's getting this an F, right? Or
yeah, like this is a -3 out of 10.
Minus 5 stars.
I would give it at least a 1 just because I like it.
That's crazy, bro. I don't understand how Ronda started off so hot and this is where we ended up. I just don't get it.
This is how we got here. This is where we are now.
This is where we're at now.
This
But
is
now. Drew versus Gunther.
Good match. It's solid.
Yeah, definitely a solid match.
Gunther doesn't put on bad matches.
It's Gunther, yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna front like low key. They beat the fuck.
They beat the dog.
I mean, they really did beat the shit like that. See, like I said, when I say you just let them shoot, how come they had
but no, because there was no shooting involved. No, that was just two immaculate workers in the ring. That was the opposite.
But even if they could have let them have that kind of style of a match, that aggressive, you know what I'm saying? Like it just.
Well, no, because girls don't have the testosterone. But they're not. They can't have that kind of a. You're not going to get.
We're not saying all that.
You're not going to get Gunther level aggression out of a woman.
I think you can. Like I think you can, but we're not gonna fix that match.
She's super smooth though. She wasn't just muscling those arm bars, bro. She
not fixing that Ronda match. Let it go.
Like I said, it was a bad match. They shouldn't have done it. And chalk it up to the bad matches that go on in WWE all the time.
Yeah. But that was a good match. Like that aggression was what really
was Drew and Gunther boring. I heard people saying it was like boring.
I enjoyed it, but I'm a little bit of a Gunther stan.
Yeah, me too, bro.
That closing sequence.
I just enjoy Gunther matches, man. Like one thing I definitely noticed about
Pounce Lariat Powerbomb.
It's like the man doesn't throughout this man's whole entire like Intercontinental title reign. He truly don't have a whole lot of like memorable storylines, but the man just is so good in the fucking ring.
And that is
like,
ring general.
Exactly like
the ring
so
general.
In the ring that like no matter who he wrestles,
I'm gonna
fuck you up. To see a good ass match from Gunther.
Exactly.
And I think that's really what separates the man from damn near everybody else on the roster. Because
that's why he's got to beat Honky Tonk Man.
But I'll ask this: when the last Intercontinental Championship storyline meant something? I'm just saying they just have bomb matches.
The Miz.
And what? Just be like, I'm the best Intercontinental champion all the time. It was never directed to a person. Maybe
The Miz definitely had a couple like good, memorable storylines as Intercontinental champion.
Well, Gunther's doing the same thing though.
But what I'm saying is like match wise, it's like Dolph Ziggler's Seth Rollins.
Oh, word. Okay, I see what you mean.
Okay.
Dolph Ziggler, Luke Harper TLC match, or that might have been a ladder match for the IC title.
Yeah, I think that was a ladder match.
Yeah, it was a banger though.
It's just a bunch of IC championship matches don't excel in storylines. They just have banger matches and just like.
But remember when it started, the Intercontinental title was the workhorse title. You know what I mean? It was the dudes that were grinding out those crazy dates and just beating niggas night after night.
Yeah, word. Which is it's great for Gunther, man. Like
it really is great for Gunther.
He put the work.
Thank God we're getting the honky tonk man out of here.
Yo,
my lord,
Jesus, right? My lord.
That is what really matters here. Shout out to Gunther. He's been having immaculate matches since Progress. But, bruh, we're getting honky tonk man out of here finally.
Yeah. Syndicate, what do you give this match?
I give it a strong 8. You know what I'm saying? Like it's good. Like you definitely saw people beat the shit out of each other.
You give it a strong 8 or a taken for granted 8 because you know these people are going to put on a good match. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You bring up a good point, man. I would probably have to say then it's a taken for granted because I think the people that didn't like that one were either looking for more storyline to go along with it, or they took for granted that they were just going to beat the shit out of each other, and that was it. So.
They didn't see the art of it.
Is it 8 all over the board for everybody for most?
I give it a 9 because that closing sequence, the bounce off the ropes, the lariat into the power bomb, is such a classic sequence that when done right, just you knew, you felt it. It was no, you're not going to kick out of that. That sense of finality is what I love about Gunther matches. When he finally beats you, you feel like he beat them. There wasn't no, you ain't kicking out of it, bro. That lariat. Shout out to Drew for the way he sold that lariat. When that lariat hit and the perfect roll through, he took the flip, he ended up on his knees right into the power bomb. That's the kind of shit I love. So solid. I give it a 9.
Jackie O 8-9 for this.
I mean, it seems like a 9. I mean, the fact that Gunther seems to end his matches in different ways. I don't even know what that nigga's fucking finishing move is.
It's a power bomb. But
I literally recently I've been seeing that more and more. But
he might give you a Boston Crab He's got a mean Boston Crab.
Yeah, he does, man. It just seems like he just has so many different ways.
But he's the ring general, so he should be able to switch it up.
Exactly.
That's his gimmick.
And that's the storyline. That's the storyline period for him. It's just yo, I'm that nigga. I'm gonna get in the ring. I'm gonna whoop the shit out you. I'm the end boss. I mean, he's more of an end boss than Roman Reigns. I don't know. But hear me out. I'm just saying when it comes to now going on.
Roman Reigns is a multi-phase boss, yo.
But going on towards the future. Because there's gonna be a time when Roman Reigns ain't gonna be doing it like that. You're gonna need someone to be able to step into that.
I agree. Gunther could definitely be the new final boss. He's definitely.
What do you think
this is how you build it.
And Gunther did exactly what they wanted Keith Lee to do, but Keith Lee couldn't do that. Keith Lee couldn't do what Gunther did it though.
Oh my God, we're not over here.
No, I'm sorry. I just always think about that because they told them both the same thing, and people act like Keith Lee was so hurt and they took it back. Bruh, Vince told the nigga to lose some weight and I'll push you, and he couldn't do it. He told Gunther the same thing. This nigga's finally taking out the honky tonk man.
Oh Lord!
He couldn't stop the Krispy Kreme donuts, and Gunther. You know what Gunther did? He lost that weight.
Seth Rollins.
I called this shit too. I sure said that Seth was
It's a 7-year bitch. What do we?
Bruh.
7. Yo, he got ethered. Yo,
I know this match was kind of phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It was a great match.
It was so good.
It was a great
an awesome match. I mean, that was great.
But man, Finn can't talk about that no more though.
Yeah, Finn done now. I mean,
he can't talk to Seth anymore about that.
He got beat clean, my nigga, clean.
Probably.
He got to take it up with Damian Priest. They got to get down.
Finn versus Priest at Payback should be a
I do like that though, because like we still got
Payback though.
The storyline involved.
Payback.
But
They got to elevate. I think it's gonna be like Survivor Series or something like that where they do it.
I think it'll be cool if they make a storyline for the briefcase.
Oh, Finn trying to. I can definitely see that if Vince has his cell phone on him.
That Finn lost.
Painkillers.
So real quick.
Trying to book from the hospital bed.
So the point in the match where Damian came down, right? The first time he came down and gave Finn the briefcase.
Yeah.
What do you think his intention was? To make it a triple threat match or to just use it as a weapon? Because he said,
personally, I thought he was giving it to him for the weapon.
That's what I thought, yeah.
But
I thought he was literally walking
up. He said out his mouth, I'm going to let you win. Implying I'm going to make this a triple threat match and let you win. He said it twice, and it's just like, it's like.
Well, that would be dope too. Like if he just was like laid down for him and be like,
but no, because Damian Priest gotta. I get it,
but as
far
as
I'm giving you
like that shows loyalty too.
No, I think Damian went down to the ring specifically whenever he called over Rhea and Dom. He threw in the briefcase so that way Finn could use the briefcase to hit Seth. But Finn was like, nah, like, we're not doing this. And then Finn, like,
that was the second time.
Yes. The plan.
Once he got stomped on the briefcase, as soon as he.
Oh, that was a third time.
But listen, Damian decided to stop distracting the ref.
The plan.
He just jumped down.
Can you hear me?
He hit it.
Yeah. Relax.
The plan was for Priest to give the briefcase to Finn to use, and Finn didn't want it. So when Finn finally takes the briefcase, Damian's like, dog, the original plan was take the briefcase, now you don't want it. That's why he just threw it to him and went to the other side of the ring to distract the ref. Finn was just taking too long to use it. That's why he got stomped. Finn fucked this up for himself. Not Damian. Damian said plan A, stick to plan A.
Good interpretation.
Shout out to Corey Gray with some character work also. That's not Damian's fault. That's not Damian's fault.
Yeah.
Not Damian's fault. Finn did stick to the plan.
It wasn't, but it's not Damian's fault.
But and kudos to Seth for being a troll, bringing back the 7 year.
You notice he didn't have the bottoms no more though.
We only got the tops for you. We ain't got the bottoms.
He said, "Listen,"
and that's a shame.
I'll take it. Bottoms. What did everybody give this match? I give it a 9.
I agree. It was a super good match.
I think it was a pretty good match. I think about a good 8 or 9.
Yeah, 8 or 9.
It's an 8. It was a mid show.
Seth Rollins doesn't have bad matches though. This man, wrestler of the year with a 76% loss rate. Come on, dude's different.
All right, fair. Now we can. Yeah, now this is the part where Jackie O and Afro Comic can criticize.
Oh my god!
Which means this match. So we're gonna
John Cena, bruh.
We're all
this
gonna
match.
straight faces.
This was hands down.
Big match.
Hands down was Roman's worst match as the Tribal Chief, hands down. This was not a good match.
Are we all gonna do that? We all gonna say what?
No, we're talking about the triple threat.
We're talking about the women's match.
Oh, yes. I'm just happy EO won. That's all I care about. EO's champion.
Not bruh. Well, me and the cameraman got beef in this match because did y'all notice when he went up, when Charlotte and goddamn Asuka went up for the superplex, the cameraman should not be close enough to where I can hear Charlotte telling Asuka to wait and slow down.
That's why AEW puts cameras in the turnbuckle so you ain't got to get the cameramans that close.
Yeah, but man, WWE got enough money where the cameras should be able to zoom from goddamn wherever.
It wasn't okay. It wasn't okay, man. Something about this match felt off.
My problem with this match is Bianca.
For me, it's Charlotte.
She pinned Charlotte while she was in a figure 4. She's out here pinning bitches in submissions and then wins.
I think
This is John Cena, James Cena. Like I said,
that's
James
happened before.
Cena.
Mercedes has done it. Shayna has done it. It's like it's happened before.
But
Getting pins and submissions.
No. I'm talking about she. You got to think she was beating up Charlotte Flair and Asuka. We're talking about these are two of the best female wrestlers in the world. Arguably, you could say two of the best wrestlers in the
Asuka's
world.
over Charlotte.
Asuka to a certain
Ain't
extent.
wrong.
I don't know, bruh. Charlotte just she's got something in the.
Well, hold on. Let me ask this. Do you feel like all three women couldn't get out of first gear for a long time?
It wasn't a good match, and I'm putting that blame on Charlotte. She over choreographs everything.
I don't think it was that they couldn't get out of first gear. Like I feel like it was a good all around match, but for some reason, like I don't know, it just didn't feel like it felt like it was missing something. Like it was like they had like good sequences, they had good spots. You know, it was good. You know, technical wise. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, but it just didn't feel like it just hit the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I don't know. The crowd didn't really feel it a lot.
No one was hot until EO finally came out and cashed in.
And she saved the match. So God bless.
It had to be after Bianca, because I understand some people love Bianca. I think Bianca's okay. I think she's great. She's had some amazing matches.
For the culture.
But she's freaking. We saw what happened with John Cena when you just try to make somebody this.
We saw what happened in Puerto Rico.
Like, bruh, it's just Charlotte Flair has you in a figure four leg lock, and you still managed to pin Asuka. We're talking about the Asuka. We're talking. Come on. And she got pinned by a no leverage. This bitch is in a submission while she come on. What are we doing? So Bianca, even though she lost to Io same night, she still gets one more fucking title reign added on to her overall record for fucking no reason.
I'm saying for the match, Charlotte whiffed the moonsault. There's a bunch of whiffs.
Charlotte never.
I don't know what it is. She never looks behind her. She does the same shit Hangman Page does.
Charlotte's not doing. She's not doing a moonsault. She's just doing a backflip.
Well,
that's what she's doing. She's not doing a moonsault. She never hits it ever. And then you have Io.
It really does.
So hold on, Sensei the Syndicate. What's your positives in the match? Because we're just ranking on a negative because Charlotte's in it. What's the positives of this match?
Well, my positive is I called that Bianca was gonna win and then get Io. But no, I liked it at the end. Like it just takes a while for them to kind of get going for whatever reason. But like I like some of the moves where they had, all three of them involved, where it's just not like, one-on-one and then somebody comes in. They had a lot of stuff that was creative for me. So
I mean, he called it Jane Cena. Jane Cena with the work injury, and I'm gonna come back.
Bruh, she has the hurt leg. I was trying not to get into. She has the hurt leg, bruh. She leaves. Fucking the doctors come out. This bitch comes back and hits a perfect 450. What?
It's the WWE universe. They are powering her forward.
Bruh!
No, bruh.
He's hurt.
He really doesn't.
Why? But you have one of the greatest, and I like Bianca, but you have one of the most fruitful outside of let's not talk about tag divisions, but women's divisions in the world. You can't just be having people super fucking like, bruh.
It's the E. They've been doing that for
well,
I know, but I thought Triple H was the changing of a guard.
Io Sky's your champion. Acknowledge her, and imagine all the matches we'll probably
I'm here for it. I've been an Io fan since Stardom. I popped when Michael Cole mentioned Stardom. I was like, let's go.
I'm an Io fan. She's heads and shoulders the best women's wrestler in the WWE.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying, so it's hard for me to get into.
No,
she put herself in a trash can and jumped off the top of the War Games cage.
We're gonna go one at a time. Jackie, what do you get this match?
I'm not.
Menace
gets it down.
He doesn't care. I thought he hate women's wrestling. Menace, what you get this match?
Probably like 6.
That was generous.
It wasn't.
That was mean.
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be so mean, but that was generous though.
I'll actually the 7.
He don't care. He's like
He's the mark.
the echo of Jeremy.
It's a 10.
He is becoming world champion. That's it.
A 10 in the with Kingdom Dome, where the fuck you call that shit?
And the Tokyo Dome is a 7.5.
Yeah, 7.5. We got that. That's the mean.
Sensei the Sensei, what do you get his match?
Like a 6-7.
Damn.
Like a 6.7. Something
Afro
like that.
Kami, you're gonna reach near past a 5.
Oh, y'all being
I'm gonna give it 4 for the horsewomen that it disrespected.
There you go.
Damn. I get. I like a 6. I think the match was at its peak in the last 5 minutes. That's what I
Maybe you could
I'm
probably.
over Jane Cena, bro. I'm over Big Match Bianca. I'm over
Big
it.
match Bianca is crazy. All right,
Maybe she could join up with the Street Profits and Lashley.
stop
Maybe
it. We all know the main
Let's
event.
go the hurt business 2.7.
Your tribal chief versus Jey Uso, the main event.
I sure called this shit. I called that
This
shit.
match. Hold on. So SummerSlam was 4 hours. This match was 40 minutes,
5 hours if
somehow-
you count the pre-show.
and somehow you couldn't get Rhea, Becky, and Trish on this card.
About that.
Listen. I understand. I was surprised at the lack of female on the card, but listen.
Rhea,
Think about it.
Rhea is the first.
If we'd have put those
Rhea is the
matches on
first women's
card,
champion
do
to
you
not
want
have a
2
world
nights
title
of-
match since
do you want
2012.
2 nights of SummerSlam, bro?
It doesn't deserve 2 nights.
Exactly. That's why you can't. That's why you
Right.
if you'd have added all those, because you got to think the people in the stadium, they get there a couple hours early. Then you're there for the pre-show. Then you're there till the. You know what I mean? That's hard on people. Sitting in stadium chairs is not like super comfortable.
And I do it for AEW.
No,
Hot
you
situation.
went all the way back to women. I'm just asking how'd you feel about Roman?
Okay. I'll get to Roman Reigns. This was hands down his worst match as the Tribal Chief. This was not a good match. It just wasn't.
I disagree.
Sorry. And here's the kicker. When they because I think everybody's gonna probably edit this. When they announced the rules for this match, they said pinfall submission and no one can interfere. That is on their website. That is literally on the WWE.com website.
Listen,
Cards not that routine.
Roman Reigns, bruh, head of the table,
Acknowledge your
tribal chief,
What the fuck are you doing? over there?
final boss. He
Acknowledge.
runs this shit.
The rules don't apply to Roman.
Those are his cameras.
Nah, but shit
Those are his
gets old,
referees.
though,
I was about
man.
to say, bruh.
It's too,
In
I
his
don't- yeah,
announcement,
it's-
he
it's-
signs
it's-
the paychecks in WWE.
So
He
Roman Reigns
carries
is done
niggas
when the
through a
fuck he's done.
mid-pandemic.
Roman's matches are now completely predictable.
No,
And
but
I'm
that's the
kinda
thing.
over
I
it.
think where this is so story oriented, I think it's a boon to it that it is so predictable to a certain extent. Because I saw so many people, with the whole Jimmy twist. But listen, here's what I have to say to those people that what more do you want the fucking Usos to do as a tag team? What fucking
I'm
more?
mad about Jimmy interfering.
No, but I'm
No,
saying
yeah,
I saw a lot of
saw that
people
shit.
online that had a problem with the whole Jimmy. But what more do you want? The Usos have done it all as a tag team. If one of them is getting a chance for a singles push, why wouldn't they at this point in their careers? What better time would it be because you got to think they've been a tag team since fucking FCW before it was NXT. What more do you want from a tag team? They've been together their whole lives before this.
As far as Roman not winning clean, when I saw this on TikTok, when niggas was hating Roman when he was winning clean as a sheep, and now he's winning dirty. He's like the most confident guy going. It's hilarious.
But you got to think when you're this deep into a reign, you think about the way niggas treated Ric Flair when he was in his goddamn WC
They're dirty playing
the Midwest, but. It's just, bruh, Roman has given us the most intriguing storyline in over a decade.
Oh no, his character work is hands down one
Like,
of the best.
People forget Roman's true character is he's insecure. He can't do this alone, and he's
But no,
scared.
I
That's
think
why he
that's
needs
been
the
on
help.
display more than anything, though. This whole thing, I think that's shown how much that you got to think. Ever since the Usos switched up, Roman took his first L, even though it was in a tag team match. He got pinned for the first time by Jay. You got to think, it's all been a show since Sammy left. That freaking Roman was only so great because he had this amazing infrastructure of some of the best wrestlers on the planet underneath him. And now everyone's starting to branch off. So he has brought one back in.
We got Solo. So we still
But
win.
I think this is the part where Rikishi finally gets the storyline.
Yeah, Rikishi will be there for this brother.
Nah, bro, you gotta call freaking Haku. And you gotta call freaking Rikishi. I want the original.
Haku and Sika and all
bro, Alpha and Sika and Haku.
And
We've been talking about the Samoan elders for so long. You can't just have fucking Rikishi show up and I did it.
The elders showed up. What was that? Payback when they gave.
Yeah, they did show up in the full. I was Alpha and Sika. And
hold on, real quick. Let's get everybody's opinion on the match. I got one more segment, and everybody can go watch Raw. If they're going to watch Raw. So, Jagiel, I know you're biased. So
just record it, people. You don't need to subject yourself to.
We need to see Raw after SummerSlam. Jagiel's going to say 10 out of 10 because Roman won.
Whatever, yes.
Menace, what do you give the match?
Like, what the fuck?
I think overall it was probably like a 7-8. It wasn't bad. It was a good match.
Jeremy hated it.
Hold on. Also, I want to say, Rikishi. I hope he puts his ass in someone's face. That's all I want after that.
Nah, bro, it's 2023.
I
know you say it's 2023. Niggas still have ass in their faces. I'm just saying.
Trish Stratus still has PTSD from Rikishi's ass.
Savage.
Nasty work. Since here, the
I give it like a 7. Like I was okay with it. Like, but it definitely wasn't the best. I just was like, okay, cool. Like I like certain spots of it, but I honestly just wait to the end to see how the matches are going to go from that point.
Afro comedy.
I've been sounding mad German this episode, but 9.
Damn.
I enjoy Roman Reigns' storytelling, bro. This whole story, I'm in it, hook, line, and sinker, bro. You know what I mean? I'm in it to see. I'm ready to see Roman Reigns at his lowest, no title, ready to leave for a while, and we're gonna see who fills the void afterwards. But I'm gonna enjoy
the when Roman leaves and comes back, it's gonna be
2,000 days. Let's fucking
go. Oh, he's going to come back as the biggest babyface in the company.
He's gonna run it until WrestleMania. Cody takes it off of him WrestleMania 40.
All right, listen. This last segment, I'm gonna do a would you rather. Now, would you rather build the United States title around X superstar? So, and then you say no, yes. So we're gonna start with Theory, right? So Theory's the current champion. So you build the United States Championship around Theory or Tommaso Ciampa?
Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Theory, bro. The up end, and I love Ciampa. I love Ciampa.
They break the tie.
Ciampa.
So we're gonna go Ciampa. Ciampa's
so injury prone though.
Now hold on. Would you build the United States title around Ciampa or Bronson Reed?
Bronson Reed.
That fat.
We turn on Ciampa that quick.
I wasn't with him to begin. I love Tommaso Ciampa. He needs to get DIY back together. That's what they need to focus on.
Exactly.
Bronson
Reed. Reed. Yeah.
All right, we got Reed. Would you build the United States title around Bronson Reed or Johnny Gargano?
Bronson Reed. Johnny Gargano needs to get back with Tommaso Ciampa. DIY.
Damn.
I agree with
I just want the weight back. They're all on the main roster.
No, because we need Austin Theory needs to get his singles run in. I like the way Austin Theory, but Austin Theory has to be Austin Theory for a while. He can't be Johnny Gargano.
Who is Austin Theory? Grayson Waller is what this man thinks Austin Theory is.
Well, yeah, I think Grayson Waller. Yeah.
Hold on. Would you? All right. So Bronson Reed's still the champ. So would you build it around Bronson Reed or Montez Ford?
Bronson Reed.
Montez Ford.
Montez Ford.
You want me black or you want me right?
No. I think he has so much potential outside of the tag team. There's so much upside on Montez Ford.
We got one Bronson Reed, 2 Montez Fords in the Sensei the Syndicate.
I'm going Bronson.
2. Jackie, break the tie.
I said Montez Ford.
All right, Montez Ford, new United States champion. So we're going Montez Ford or Omos?
Montez Ford.
Montez.
Omos.
Hey,
Listen. Vince ain't there. Listen, Vince ain't there no more. I respect to all the giants that have come before, but I'm over 7-footers that can't work, bro.
know, dude.
You can't just be
They don't.
big.
Here's the thing, and they don't have to be heels. Apparently, Omos is like a really fun anime-loving nerd backstage.
Yeah, I
Everybody
know.
loves him.
This nigga came out dressed as a Lin Kuei from Mortal Kombat.
I love Omos.
Would you-
he's out of
so
that
bad.
Earthbender
He's
shit.
so
though.
bad, you gotta love him, man. Like,
Would you rather Montez Ford or Shinsuke Nakamura?
Nakamura.
Not Shinsuke Nakamura.
I'm gonna go Montez
But
because I
man,
want Nakamura to be.
I take that back. Montez Ford, because Shinsuke's old. He enjoys surfing now. He's still amazing in the ring.
Yeah, he
But-
already got his shit.
I don't know. Think about what he did for New Japan's United
Oh,
States
never
title.
mind.
Absolutely.
He took it to the top. So no, I'm gonna stick with Shinsuke. Yeah, he's got a track record of boosting U.S. titles.
Shinsuke or Montez?
And we talking about that when the Shinsuke was at like the pinnacle of his prime.
We're talking
then-
about now.
We're talking about now.
Montez.
Exactly.
I totally
Right.
understand
He
that.
can like fly, dude. Like,
Would you rather Montez Ford or Butch?
Ooh, Montez. Oh,
But
I love Pete Dunne.
Yeah,
I refuse to call him. I refuse to call him that, bro. He's still Pete Dunne
If you
in my
said Pete
mind.
Dunne, it would be a different story. But you
All right,
said
one at a time. We got Butch or Montez Ford?
Butch.
One Butch.
Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne.
Give the man his name back, God damn it.
We'll go bruiserweight.
The Bruiser S3. So new United States champ.
turn on a black.
So I will ask this:
Wow.
He's got such a sick track record, though, man.
would you build the United States Championship on Butch or Logan Paul?
What are we doing here?
Oh my God,
Butch.
Logan Paul! If you could get him there all the time, if you could get him on a weekly basis, Logan Paul.
You gonna get what you gonna get. That's what
Then you can't build it around. Then it has to stay.
You get shit celebrity heel. Now I'm gonna defend it while I defend it. You're gonna have a Dean Ambrose run.
Nah, bro.
Make
The
a fucking
thing
title
is,
Bruiserweight.
the belts. If we've proven anything from the whole Roman situation, we still need belts in the ethos to be defended. Like even if one guy's holding all the belts in an amazing storyline, they're WWE fans. They're conditioned to want to see title fights.
All right, so the last one, Butch, LA Knight.
Bruh, yeah.
Come on, y'all already know. Y'all already know the end.
Why'd you ask that stupid? Bro, you
I was
can't.
gonna say, you
I
just
just started
started
off
with
like
this.
this,
You should
man.
just
LA
started
Knight
with
be the
this.
fucking champion.
LA Night, yeah.
Friday Night Your SummerSlam review in the LA Marks.
Yeah.
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 We'll be back Friday with due to worst match stipulations. So just
Ooh.
go there. Give me the Nigerian drum match, the Miracle on 34th Street match.
On a forklift match.
They had a match.
Punjabi prison.
Punjabi prison match. It's like give me
Punjabi prison.
Give me the top 10, the pick 10 match, or whatever it was.
Oh, shit.
And then and then we're gonna rank top 10 best women's wrestlers just for Afro Comedy.
Yeah, just
Mildred Burke for life, nigga.
Never mind. Like, share, subscribe, subscribe to Bar Cartel and Friday Night Yerrr. But we'll be back Friday. Enjoy yourselves.
Yes, sir.
There's-